Can we talk to Emo Poser?
Oh, please.
Yeah, we talked to him last week.
Below the yellow one.
Not if he's
right
gonna
there.
say horrible, horrendous shit.
No.
Emo Poser.
Like MHack always says.
There are still so many big like YouTubers and stuff that do like
What are you laughing at?
Nothing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
I apologize.
That web series that are like emo dad and emo that's like a 2001 joke.
Yeah.
Like, right?
It's not a
Emo-
joke. It's not a joke. It's a lifestyle.
Emo and scene, I think, have gone away now.
And there's like still YouTube people.
Do you remember
doing
when the
skits
girls
about that.
would be like, "Oh, I like scene boys."
Yeah, that's you.
I like emo scene. I'm not. What?
Emo's tight. Yep.
I agree.
Yes, tight.
No way, dude.
Ask me about MLK, please.
Yeah, what's your favorite Martin Luther King moment?
Wait, no. What is Martin Luther King's favorite emo song?
Yeah.
Martin Luther King's favorite emo song is Guns N' Girls by Kingdom of Giants.
Yeah.
That sounds like an
I think you
emo.
nailed
Hell
it.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey, guns in the air for
MLK
Boom,
forever.
That's an answer.
Absolutely. What's your favorite Martin Luther King moment, would you say?
Definitely, I'm a big Gandhi fan. So when he went to visit Gandhi, and Gandhi taught him like how to react to things without being violent, and right like a month later, Emmett Till died in the most violent way like possible. He reacted peacefully and organized peaceful marches. That was mine.
That's true.
Nice.
That's guidance.
That was a good ass moment.
Guidance from an Eastern
I'm with you on
mystic.
that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Well, what brings you here tonight? Did you have a comment or question?
I did have a question.
Yeah.
I did. In the theme of the holiday, what was your most the most racist thing you've done, but on accident?
Oh.
I can start this because you guys always have the better calls, so I don't want to be overshadowed too bad.
Okay.
So,
Sure.
I was hanging out with a bunch of friends at like a bonfire or something, and one of these kids I already had a little animosity with. Like, he was black. That wasn't the reason, but he had a thing with a girl I really liked. So it was already awkward. But he was talking about how his uncle was this actor, and he was like, yeah, he had a part in one of the Planet of the Apes movies. And I was like, trying to be nice, and I was like, oh, which ape did he play? And they just looked.
No.
I thought, oh, dude, I just fucked up.
Well, hold on. There's only like 3 human characters
So he
in
was
Planet of the Apes.
So he was an ape.
So unless this guy's
No.
uncle was
No.
Mark Wahlberg.
He was the black, like, bald mystic dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, you know what's funny?
Which one is that?
That
not
is the
number
second.
one.
That's beneath the Planet of the Apes.
Was he a mole person?
Yeah, he was
Okay.
one of those people.
Oh, okay.
And I have a relative in that movie. He was the really fat white guy.
the mole.
They were in that movie.
What
are the
mole
odds?
was he?
Anyway.
And then, what are you guys'? If you have any.
I honestly can't think of one.
Well, it's not really the same thing where it's like, shit, I didn't mean to say that. But I do remember, I've said this on the podcast before, but when I was in junior high, I gave a speech on why Bill Cosby sucks. Like, it wasn't that he did back in the day, but he got like a new show, and he was just cranky at the time, At the time,
He became a police officer.
I have
for
no disrespect for Bill Cosby, but at the time he was sucking. So I did a speech on why I hate Bill Cosby, and someone in the class took that as like, wow, this is like an incredibly racist speech, and it was like, I wrote that his jokes suck.
Yeah, dude,
What does that have to do with anything? But that was more of a like someone in the audience being dumb. That wasn't like I said the wrong thing. So that's not really a good story. That's the only thing I can think of though.
Gave it your best.
I don't.
I got one. Real quick.
Oh,
Sean has
Sean's going down to let you know how racist he is. Hang on.
Of course, Sean's got a racist.
A friend of mine, she is so concerned with people thinking that she's racist that she does these things to like try to overcompensate that, and she ends up looking awful.
Oh no!
We were playing softball one time, and there was the umpire was African American, and he was calling time, and she was running home, and didn't realize, and thought she gave him a high five, thinking that's like the thing to do because he was going time. So she gave him a high five. It was really awkward. And then the worst one though is when this girl went to.
Wait, was that a racist thing to high five somebody?
She said that she thought she didn't know what he was doing, and she thought that was like. She was uncomfortable around him because she was uncomfortable.
She sounds like a racist.
No, she's not.
In her explanation
No.
as to why she high fived somebody.
She said that she was so caught off guard and she just wanted to look cool, and so she gave him a high five and didn't know what she was doing. There's another time that
There's a definite instance though where you're just not exposed to other culture at all.
This girl
and there's
has-
people that have grown up around no white or no black people, and it makes them fucking uncomfortable.
This girl has.
I don't know if that's racism, but it's definitely funny.
She has dated black guys in the past. Like she's not.
But did she high five him?
I'm sure she did.
Yeah,
She also.
You know, black guys are all
She
about
was
high
going
fiving.
to a party, and this is like where you wear all white type of party.
Racist party.
So she's going to JCPenney, and she goes to check out with her sister, and then she has this white shirt, and this lady is like, "Oh, that's an awesome top." They gotta go check it out. Who is black? And then she goes, "Thanks, we're going to a whites only party." No, we're going to an all white party. I mean, a lot of people would be invited, but I don't know any. But they would be invited had I had friends.
Oh man.
Hey, I think your friend is racist. She just doesn't
definitely
know
not.
it.
She's
She just
definitely
doesn't
not.
know it.
She's
You know
definitely
you're racist when you try and like hide that you're racist.
Exactly.
She's not racist.
It makes her double racist, I think.
No,
That's
definitely
funny.
racist.
That's
'Cause
funny.
No one, like, no one cares so much like, oh, these people can't think I'm racist if you're not racist.
Well, there you go.
makes
That's
a good
one
point.
perspective.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was just going to say though that did remind me, and I've told this story on the podcast before, I think, but the worst example of it I've ever seen, it did not happen to me, but the worst example of what this guy is talking about ever happened right in front of my eyes at ComicCon, and I'll say the story again.
Oh, yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
there's this dumbass kid, sorry if you're watching, you know who you are, but
With the hat.
multiple people have spoken to you. Anyway, it's a kid.
Into the picture
Hey,
on
there's
your
people
door
who
there.
come and might hang out at our booth all day, but are cool. Like, hey, they're coming, they just want to watch what's going on, whatever, and that's great. Then there's kids like this who are constantly coming up to the booth and getting in everyone's way and doing jokes and doing goofy shit. And it's like, do you have anything else to do? You know, like you know the difference in people. Anyway, but this kid was next to these two big black dudes who came to buy a shirt. They both came to buy a shirt from our booth, and this kid kept pulling out rings that he bought for green. They were Green Lantern. Oh, it's for this lantern. Check it out. The green ring, and then the yellow ring. I can kill Superman. Whatever. He's pulling them out. He pulls out the white ring. Check this out. White power. Oh, I didn't.
He looks on either side
I
of
didn't
him.
mean. And then one of the two dudes is chuckling to himself, and the other guy. What'd you say? What did you just say? No, I'm no. It's just anyway. Hold on. I'm gonna get my. And then he just left. And then both of them started cracking down. The guy was like, I was just
Scared
messing with him.
the shit out of that
And
kid.
I was like, hey, but you got rid of him. And he's like, I know, that guy's been here a long time, hasn't he? Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Anyway, so it was funny, but ultimately, but man, it was so,
It
for
was
a
so
second,
funny.
it was killer. Anyway.
I have one thing. It's not really racist. It was just an observation I made. But I live by the beach in Michigan, and there's a pier and this really nice like Gazette setup. I don't know what the fuck it is. There's some stage.
Gazebo?
And, yeah, thank you. And so there's this kid who my friends didn't like, and I saw him on the pier, and I was talking shit to him, and I started walking away. And I get in front of the gazebo, and I get punched in the back of the head, and I turn around, and I get punched in the face, and my lip gets cut open, and then we're just fighting there. And eventually he like left, and I'm just standing there because my lip is split like in two, and I'm just bleeding all over. And
He
I was
sucker
just like,
punched
what?
you.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I turn and look at the gazebo, and there's a fucking wedding going on. All the white people are like just covering their mouths and in shock, and people got their phone out like calling the cops. And then there's a black dude in the back just like, oh shit, like cracking up. It was fucking funny.
You ruined a wedding.
White people be like, 911, there's a beating. Black people are like, woo! That's what he's basically saying.
Yeah.
He
I
did a
seen-
little comic strip.
I seen little comics like that on Facebook.
It's like an audio vine that we just got.
Hey, that's like Vine, right? I mean, that's any Vine
Yeah.
I've ever seen has been that.
White people like, woo! Black people like, blah. That's fine right there.
I really only follow extreme nature.
That's the best Vine channel.
Sometimes you go for be like, Ma! There's one Vine that I actually like. legitimately, I think it's called Y'all Just Saw the Breakup. And it's a dude, he's in his car and he's filming himself down from below his steering wheel, and his girlfriend is sitting next to him, and she's going, you follow her on Tumblr, you like her pictures on Tumblr, are you fucking Vining this? And she hits him, and the Vine ends.
No, that's so good.
That's cool.
Y'all just saw the breakup.
Anyway,
Thank you.
thank you for your call.
For your call.
Have a good one, boys.
Right
You
on.
too.
Right on.
Take care.
Shine on, Shiner.
Let's talk to